Alright, June 1st, 2020. It's time for the twice yearly maintenance and testing of all smoke detectors, life safety devices, and just alarms in my house. As you can see here, I've got a list of devices to test. This that I'm setting this on is going to be something featured on my channel later, so sneak peek, and I'm not saying what it is, but you'll know eventually. But yeah, we have smoke detectors and CO detectors. In fact, we have a CO alarm right there for the garage. We've got smoke detector smoke tests, so we're going to be smoke testing all the smoke detectors. Battery tests, it says 6.5 volts, but I'm really going to be checking for 7 volts and up, because I figure they've been in these smoke detectors for a number of years now, for a couple of years now, so if they're at like 7 volts or so, they'll be fine for another half year. We have Attic and Septic alarms. These are with our septic system, because we use a septic system at my house. I have my weather radios, GFCI testing, and fire extinguisher checking. I'm not going to be testing that, I'm just checking the gauge. So first we'll be testing the Attic and Septic alarms. So those are right out here in the garage. We just walk in here. Electric panels right there. Here we have these two devices. This is the Attic alarm and this is the septic alarm. And this actually shows, it says Attic on it, and that says Septronics, which pretty much is self-explanatory. This alarm goes off for the Attic if the motor stops, and this is the same thing just for the septic, because they can cause backups and issues into the house. For this one, we have to test, press for 15 seconds, so we are going to be doing that right now. Alright, 15 seconds, and it works. And as you can see, it has a light on it too. Septronics alarm, we have alarm test and horn silence. Silence is the alarm, as you can expect. And alarm test, this is a really loud one, so I'm not going to do as long of a test on it, but here we go. And there we go. So, those two passed their tests, so we're just going to go ahead and mark those down there. Alright, next up, we're going to be testing the carbon monoxide alarms. First, we have the one in our garage here. I have my earbuds in for ear protection because this is extremely loud. So, yeah, this is just a Kidde KNCOB DP2 carbon monoxide detector. Tamper-proof outlets, always difficult to get it to go into. Alright, so let's give this a test. And there we go. Alright, and now for these carbon monoxide detectors in the house. We've got this one here. Alright, now let's test this one. This one's new, actually. It replaced a ionization smoke detector that I didn't realize that's what it was. So, let's test this one.
Fire. Fire. Warning, carbon monoxide. Warning, carbon monoxide. Warning, carbon monoxide.
Alright. That's the CO detectors. Those pass the test. Alright, next up we're going to do the smoke detector smoke test. So, let's get going. Ooh, that was quick.
Fire. 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 Fire.
Let me test that again. That was weird that it went off that quickly. I want to make sure that wasn't a malfunction. That just happened to happen right then. Let's do this again. I gotta get it on the sides. There we go.
Fire.
Alright. Alright, let's go test this one now. This one's kind of difficult to reach. I don't know if that even went into it. There we go. The one thing there is to hate about testing smoke detectors is getting them to shut off easily. It's easily the number one thing I dislike about it. Go upstairs. Just set that there.
Fire.
Reset it. Attic and Septic ICs. I highly recommend these. As you can see, those went off almost instantaneously for me, which even surprised me, but yeah. They're also, I believe, some of the quickest to detect smoke, so yeah, these are very good smoke detectors to have, and whenever I install smoke detectors, new smoke detectors for family members, these are the ones that I use. We go into my room. There's that thing. And a ton of railroad crossing stuff. Highest pitch alarm in the house in my room. That was a coincidence. That's another thing to love about KNCOPEICs is that they talk, since they're multi-alarm, so you know what emergency there is if you don't know the tones. And we're in my sister's room. Smoke detectors, pass. Next up, smoke detector battery tests. So, all right. Let's test that. Voltage meter. 9.9 volts. It's a healthy battery, and that one will stay. This one's going to be a little difficult to test because I've got some stuff sitting here. Actually, I can stand on it. It makes it easier. And one more thing to like about this type of smoke detector is it's really easy to test the batteries. 9.7 volts. That's good. These ones can be difficult to test since you have to take it off, unplug it first because you've got this thing blocking it. Then you have to pop open the door and then test it from there. And what will it read? 9.1 volts. It's good. Test this one. You also got to be careful not to hit the buttons and set it off, because that would not be fun. If I can get this off, there we go. Uh, 9 volts. It's good. Shoot. Why did it just do that? Maybe this is the malfunctioning one. Just started flashing. Yep, here it goes. This is why you clean out your smoke detectors. Okay, so the battery tests pass. I just have to check the one on the 10-foot ceiling. I'm actually, on these, I'm going to write a possible error down for the one room that had a smoke detector that would not, that started going off. So I'm going to check that later, and I'll check it, make sure it's working again. For now, let's move on to the, what's next, weather radios. First, we've got this one here in the living room area. It's good. I'm actually going to check the channels really quick.
Showers and
We have a frequency that's down right now due to flooding at the Willis Tower. Alright, that works. Weather radios work. Next up we have GFCIs. Done. Next up, we'll check the fire extinguisher. Have it in our pantry. We have, and that is in the green. That's good. I gotta get this hung up on the wall, but I just haven't done it yet. That is good. And this is actually one thing that I forgot about that I just added to the list. I remembered it when I was checking the GFCIs. Our battery backup emergency lighting. Here we have one. Pull it out. Works. Into my room. And at the same time, we'll mark this off for emergency lighting because I just finished that. Okay, so that is all the devices in my house tested, at least all that I could think of. So, yes, that is it. I do this now. I have scheduled this for the first day of June and the first day of January, so it's twice a year exactly. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and that is it.